Hey guys, Variax here. I wanted to talk about a few things coming up in Season 3 that have been revealed, as well as talk about the shenanigans that came in the form of leaked images. A lot of the initial rumors came out of the Revelations channel shown on the main Discord, where players were leaking images left and right of content that will be in Season 3. This needs to be tightened up a bit, but I will talk a bit more about how the devs have been revealing content and how it can be improved later in the video. Anyways, it was initially rumored that we would be seeing the Gunabad orcs as well as the Umbar pirates as the two new evil factions. After receiving two new videos from the official YouTube channel, we now know that the two new factions are Gunabad, whose capital is Gunabad, and Variax, whose capital is Mad Ortok. The first new faction that they revealed was Variax, who has a new unit called the Champion that has the unique perk of prioritizing the highest tier unit and dealing an extra 50% damage on hit. They also have the cavalry bonus damage reduction of 10%. The second new faction that they revealed was Gunabad, who has a new unit called the Warlord, which has the ability to ignore 50% of the target's defense, as well as attack both a ranged unit and melee unit at the same time. These guys have a very small amount of defense, so I would consider them the epitome of the glass cannon archetype. After revealing the factions, they revealed a new commander, Círdan, who appears to have a lot of support skills for elves. He definitely looks interesting and could be very strong. Some other commanders have been rumored, like Armorless Sauron, but no others have been revealed yet. I am excited to see the new commanders in Season 3. The next video the devs released is a complete bombshell with a ton of new information, although a little bit cringy, but still fun and full of information. The first thing that they revealed was that Season 3 is based on the fact that Middle-earth has been destroyed, and we will be able to rebuild Middle-earth either alone or with other factions. The reconstruction is a brand new development system in the game, which we'll go into a little further along in the video. Control and Defense is a dive deeper into these rebuilding mechanics as well as how we will be able to better defend our controlled regions. Unfortunately, the ring still seems to be the ultimate goal and it is still located at Dol Guldur. I was hoping that they would move this elsewhere. Since there are new factions, it appears that the new spawn points will be only the capitals for each faction. They state in the video that the spawn points will be reduced. They also state that resources will be more scarce within the game. There will be more ways to earn contribution points in-game through assisting your faction. These points can be spent in the Fellowship Store just like they can be used now, but there will be added items within the Fellowship Store. Once you capture a structure, you can upgrade the structure's development level, unlocking many upgrades, buffs, neutral units, and more. In order to upgrade said structure, you need to send commanders to garrison in it and perform tasks while garrisoned. Structures will now allow a movement range as well, just as a fort would for a singular player. This means that keeps are now like fortresses for the entire faction. A new structure called defensive caps have been added as well. When captured, they create mercenaries that will defend or clear specific areas of the map for your faction. What is cool about this idea is that it was actually player suggested. Another new building type is the neutral camp barracks. With this change, the number of neutral camps on the map has been reduced, but upgrading keeps will allow members of your faction to build specific camps of units. On a side note, as you can see from the image, it looks like the alliance system is in place and shows the faction icon of you and your allies at the top. I'm eager to see how the new system will function. As you can see from this image, we have a sneak peek at two of the two new neutral units, the Vanguard and Keepers. I am excited to see what all the new abilities will be moving into Season 3. There has also been rumors about Race becoming a new neutral unit as well. Dol Guldur is getting even crazier in this season, where capturing it and upgrading it will provide even more massive bonuses, like the one shown here of a territory limit increase of 30. At the end of the video, the devs went over some common questions and answered them. I compiled the answers quickly to give you an idea of what was asked. The question about adding a day-night cycle was asked, giving specific commanders and units buffs or debuffs during that cycle, and they said that it was an intriguing idea that could be difficult to implement due to the worldwide aspect of the game. Another player asked for different colors for each faction, but the devs said that this would be too cluttered and hard to read in game. Another player asked if the Red Book would be refreshed or if events were the only thing coming to the game in the future, to which they replied that events would be taking the place of the Red Book for seasons to come. A new feature will come in the future, but it likely won't be in Season 3, and it will likely be a weekly event like the Red Book, but with different gameplay aspects. The last question asked if there could be more or new bosses added to the game akin to the dragons and bullrogs, and the short answer was yes, there will be more in the future. The additional features added for Season 3 definitely add a layer of strategy and depth that I was not expecting at all. I am extremely excited to see how well these new elements affect everyone's strategies in-game. I also wanted to address the news cycle in this game, or the lack of one to be more accurate. I understand that they think that they are building hype for the next season or piece of content by keeping everything secret until the very last second, but I think that this method usually drives people away from the game as you aren't giving people anything to be excited for, in my opinion. It also gives the impression that you aren't listening to people when they are complaining about bugs and other problems that need to be fixed in the game. They released this teaser video, and I wish the dislike button was still there just to see how this video was received, and it did nothing but tease another dev video. We are so close to release, and yet we are just now getting confirmed information about the changes coming in Season 3. I prefer the method implemented by some great live service games that keep their player base as informed as possible and give news about the game well before being within a week of the release of new content. There are some great games out there that keep their communities as informed as possible about what is coming. Games like Destiny, League of Legends, and many more have got their news scheduled, keeping their community happy. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Variax out.